What is going on, Raider Nation? Can someone please explain to me if we're trying to build a contender or if we just opened a retirement home for former Denver Broncos coordinators? Clint Kubiak just got here, fresh off hoisting a Super Bowl trophy with Seattle, and the first thing he does is bring back a ghost from our division's past. And it doesn't stop there. This guy wants to turn Allegiant Stadium into Seattle South by bringing in their wide receivers coach to be our OC. Are we the Las Vegas Raiders or the Desert Seahawks? Buckle up and smash that like button right now, because things just got crazy, and I am not sugarcoating anything today. Let's get right into it. Stop the presses. Today's lead story is official. The Las Vegas Raiders have hired Mike McCoy as the new assistant head coach. Yes, that Mike McCoy. The same one you remember vividly from those disastrous runs with the San Diego Chargers and more recently, the Tennessee Titans. I'm going to give it to you straight. The bottom line is that Clint Kubiak, our new head coach, wants experience by his side. McCoy is 53. He's been an HC and he's been around the block. But my immediate reaction? Pure dread. We're talking about a guy who just left Tennessee, where he served as interim coach after Brian Callahan was fired, and put up a pathetic 2-9 record. The impact on this team is obvious. Kubiak is a first-time head coach. He needs a right-hand man who's been in the trenches, someone to manage the clock, handle the game day red tape, and help with the roster transition. On paper, having a veteran makes sense. But in practice, McCoy is the master of mediocrity. He had that stretch with the Chargers where the team always seemed almost there, but never actually arrived. And the worst part, he was the offensive coordinator for our biggest rival, the Denver Broncos, twice. My take? I get that Kubiak wants someone he can trust, but hiring a guy who was kicked out of Denver and Arizona and who just tanked in Tennessee is at the very least concerning. It feels like we're recycling names the NFL has already discarded. The only silver lining is that as assistant head coach, he shouldn't be anywhere near the play calling. If McCoy stays in his lane, handling logistics and advising on how not to be a bad HC, fine. But if he starts messing with the modern offense Kubiak promised, then we're in big trouble, folks. It's a play-it-safe hire for a team that needs to be aggressive. It's that basic meat and potatoes dish that usually ends up burnt at the bottom of the pan. If the McCoy hire already has you worried, wait until you see who's the front runner to take the reins of our offense. The Raiders are set to interview Frisman Jackson, current wide receivers coach for the Seattle Seahawks, for the offensive coordinator vacancy. The connection here is blatant. Kubiak wants to bring that Seattle secret sauce to Vegas. Frisman Jackson is at the top of the list, and while Andrew Giannacco is also on the radar, Jackson is the one getting all the hype right now. He's 46, a former player with the Browns, and a total guru when it comes to developing wideouts. Look at the numbers, nation. What he did with Jackson Smith-Njigba in Seattle was insane. The kid went from 600 yards to leading the league with nearly 1,800 yards and 10 touchdowns in 2025. This guy knows how to squeeze every ounce of talent out of a player. But here's the catch. He has never been an OC in the NFL. He's never called a single play at the pro level. The Raiders' plan is clear. Since Kubiak will be the offensive mastermind and will likely call the plays himself, he doesn't need a star OC. He needs an executor, someone who can take our young receivers, who, let's be real, aren't anywhere near Smith-Njigba's level yet, and raise the floor of that entire unit. I'm torn. On one hand, I love the idea of fresh blood, someone who understands Kubiak's vision and knows how to work with young talent. On the other hand, we have the #1 overall pick in the 2026 draft. We're likely drafting Fernando Mendoza, our future franchise QB. Do you really want to put a rookie coordinator in charge of developing the biggest investment this franchise has made in a decade? If Jackson gets the job, he's got a mountain to climb, turning a mediocre receiving core into an elite unit to help our rookie QB. It's a massive risk. If it works, Kubiak looks like a genius. If it fails, we're burning Mendoza's talent in year one. It's about to get real because the Raiders don't have the patience for a learning curve anymore. To wrap it up, we're bringing in a questionable veteran, McCoy, for support, and a promising rookie, Jackson, to mold the offense. It's a mix of the old guard and an all-in gamble. The front office is handing the keys to the city to Clint Kubiak and letting him furnish the house however he wants. Now, for the golden question in the comments. If you were the owner, would you trust the development of our future #1 overall pick QB to a coordinator who has never called plays in his life? Let me know below, because I want to see the sparks fly. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace out, nation. Just win, baby.